Okay, this is a reading for Scorpio. I'm going to do a Native American Indian medicine wheel. So I'm going to represent you with the Death card, because that's your card that represents you out of the tarot deck. I'm going to ask Spirit for a card to show me what your mind is like at the moment, right now. A card to represent your emotions, your feelings. A card to represent your spirituality, your intuition, and a card for your physical appearance and physical health. Okay, so there's going to be 4 cards. They're going to be in a cross, so when you look at the mind card and the emotions card, it will be like a seesaw. I'm looking for the card that's most positive, and then the other one will be more negative, and I'll know that that's your area to focus on and where you might need some care and attention. And the same running from one side to the other, a seesaw. So I will look at your card for your spirituality, your wisdom, your intuition, and the card for your physical health and your appearance, and I'll see which one out of the 2 looks more positive, and then we'll know which one needs to work on. It's like a seesaw, so one will be positive and one will be more negative. Okay, and this is the way that that you can see what you need right now. Okay, so let's start off by looking for the card that represents you. So I'm looking for the Death card. You can use any card as the significator, to be honest, that you feel represents you right now, or you can use the card that is, specially to represent you out of the deck, which is the Death card. I like using the official cards because I think it helps, the viewers to learn about tarot. And I like this deck because it's not the Rider-Waite, it's something different for me to use. It's got different illustrations, so I can pull out slightly different meanings and continue to expand on my journey of learning tarot, which will never end. It's like religion, you constantly explore it, it doesn't end. Okay, so that is so cool. Wow. If you're someone that is really into, what am I thinking of here, like like poetry or literacy, novels, books, writing, graphic arts, these cards are so cool. Look at that. There's Death riding along on it. The Rider-Waite tarot, absolutely nothing wrong with it, but look how interesting that is. Everything that it brings to mind, the imagery. That's really frightening. You are frightening, Scorpio. He's swinging that scythe. He's got that raggedy cape. And that doesn't really look like a horse that he's riding. It's got the legs and the body of a horse, but its face is like a bit like an owl mixed with a bat, mixed with an eagle. It's everything that's like creepy. That's so cool though, I love it. That's fantastic. If you don't know, Death is actually a positive card. It's the end of a cycle and the start of a new one. That's all it means. End of a cycle, end of a phase, a chapter, an event. So if you're experiencing, pain or worry or sadness, you're moving on to a new chapter, you experience loneliness, you know, or a job that you hate, you're moving on to a new chapter. There's new cycles all the time. Energy changes. It's got like a symbol, doesn't it? It looks almost like mountains on the chest. That's bizarre. I love it though. Okay, let's put that in the middle. So that's just to represent you, Scorpio, and then I'm going to ask Spirit for a card, first of all for mind, then we'll go for emotions, then we'll go for spirituality and intuition, and then we'll go for body, okay? So Spirit, please give me a card for how Scorpio's mind is right now. Ooh, very trapped. She is trying to get away. She's right on the cliff edge. It's the Eight of Swords. There's a lot of a sense of being trapped, a sense of not being able to escape. Okay, so perhaps you are plagued with thoughts about something, some particular issue that's hanging over you right now, or something that's, things that hang over me are like job interviews or something's getting closer and closer and you just want it like out the way. And it does rely upon you performing well. You know, you can really flunk an interview. It could be any kind of problems. It could be logical problems, practical problems. It is a sense of feeling trapped. So perhaps you're not happy in your environment, whether that's a work environment, a home environment, a relationship. A friendship group. You can be really unhappy in a physical place that you live in, like a city or a town, whether it's coastal or mountain or city, and it just doesn't suit you. It's noisy all the time. Something is not right. You're wanting to escape it. It could be nothing to do with that in terms of place. It could just be something that's really bothering you, hanging over you, and you're just sick of it. You want to stop thinking about it, okay? It's overwhelming. Like she's tied up. She's, you know, unable to get away. There's so many things tying her to that place. You know, she's run to the edge of the land. There's nowhere to go. It's open sea. It's stormy. It's barren. You know, where she is. There's nothing for her anymore. You know, that is not a fertile land. It's not a happy place. Interesting. I mean, in a positive sense, the Eight of Swords, you know, the next card would be the Nine of Swords, and then it will be the end of the cycle. So hopefully you're nearing the end of some kind of problem, or something that's bothering you, you know, in your mind. So let's put that at the top. That's extremely negative, so I'm expecting your emotions to be positive. Because like I say, it's a seesaw between the top card and the bottom card, and the cards either side. So one for emotions and feelings, please. Ten of Pentacles, there you go. Ten of Pentacles is lasting long-term wealth. You've got assets, you've got house, car, a business. It's material wealth that's long-lasting. It's the ultimate goals. Leaving a legacy. You know, you've got perhaps a business to hand down to children, or, you know, a trade that you're going to teach young ones, or I wouldn't say it's intellectual knowledge in itself, but something that they could make money from and that you've made money from, or, you know, physical, like property, multiple properties. Perhaps you got a really good pension, so you made investments, or so in terms of emotions, then you would feel very secure. You would feel like you have the things that you need. You're not kind of worried on a day-to-day basis. So I'm interested in terms of then this mind card. It might be a specific person that you're trying to get away from, rather than, property or a place, because your emotions are good. So there's some kind of particular person, thing, or one-off event that's approaching, or something that you're having to deal with in your external reality, like maybe a horrible boss or a workplace, as opposed to, perhaps home life is great, but, we all have to deal with different things, don't we, in life. So there's something bothering you a lot, that you can't let go of, but it's not to the point where it's affecting your general overall emotions. Maybe it's that you can't see a way out of something, because that card is her being blindfolded, in the Rider-Waite deck, the person blindfolded with swords around them, but there's actually a way for it to get out. She just thinks she's trapped. That's it, isn't it? There's something that you need to solve, and you're not sure how to do it, and it's bothering you. Interesting. Okay, so let's get a card for your spirituality, your wisdom, your intuition. Okay, using your gut, your third eye chakra. The path that you feel inspired to take, rather than factually, logically, using your mind, or, using your heart and your emotions. This is about connecting to spirit, the divine, what's meant to be, following your intuition. Queen of Wands, that's very positive. That is someone who is extremely confident, extremely capable. She is able to create, follow endeavours, produce, succeed. That's really positive for spirituality and intuition. I would say you're feeling very in tune with the divine, and that would make you feel good. So let's have a look at body. I'd expect that one to be not as positive, just because we've got such a positive one for the Queen of Wands, but let's see. We need to compare the two cards. Oh, we've got a clump. The Three of Cups, so that's community coming together, cooperation. The Nine of Wands and the King of Pentacles. This is for body. Or physical appearance. It's health, body, or physical appearance. I mean, the Nine of Wands is someone who has come up against a lot of problems, and they're still fighting. They're a very secure person, they're trustworthy, they're genuine. King of Pentacles is able to be generous with money, able to be generous with heart. It's a father figure. A confident but kind with it person. They're not unfairly wielding or being selfish. They're generous. So that's positive. That could be read as positive, but you could be getting exhausted. Maybe you've been partying too much. Maybe you've been been generous, saying yes to everything, spending a lot of time with people and becoming exhausted through celebrations. Or perhaps you've just been around you know, been busy being around a lot of people and you're getting drained. Because this is community, family, friends, celebrating, partying. And that's kind of... See, they're not swords, so it's not pain, it's wands, so it's challenges. What it could be, you know, lots of endeavours, lots of busyness, lots of things that you've had to sort of have competition for or battle through. But it's someone who's ready to keep going and keep taking the challenges. You might just be run down, you know, if you're somebody with responsibility and you're very social, it might be that you actually need some alone time, some downtime. You might just be drained and tired. You'll know what it is for you, you know, but that's mind is like the most negative card here, and then we've got a sort of a strange combo here that says you might be feeling a bit drained, a bit tired. Okay, your emotions are pretty good, but listen to your body. What's your body telling you? You might be having fun doing things that you're doing, but are you trying to avoid this issue that needs solving, this particular problem that needs solving? You know, perhaps you feel inclined to celebrate at the moment. You certainly feel very intuitive, very connected, you know, like, I don't think this is a worry of like something very sinister. I think it's just a particular problem that's bothering you, because your general happiness and well-being, you're not blocked, you're not, you know, probably just overdoing it a bit, and it might be sometimes that, you know, we do that to sort of avoid something that we haven't quite resolved, something that requires a bit of a mental process. So maybe reach out for help with that if it's something specific. You know, there's lots of people who've been in the same boat, lots of people, especially people who are older, or, you know, you can get professional advice on something. But a problem shared is a problem halved, and some things sort themselves out, but perhaps, you know, you're running away from it by partying or spending too much time socialising. Because Scorpios aren't comfortable being alone, they're quite possessive, and they enjoy, very emotional, and they enjoy, you know, being in the company of others, but you can cross over a little bit into codependency. So get whatever this issue is resolved with, you know, professional advice or friendly advice from someone that you know. Do your research, you know. You've got the internet, you've got books, you know, there's plenty of information out there, but people, you know, sometimes who you know, it just makes it easier because people are experts on stuff, you know, and people who've got a lot of life experience. There's nothing new under the sun. People will say, oh, that's nothing, you know, I've been through whatever, or I can help you with that. I hope this helps, and I hope it makes sense. Whatever it is doesn't seem to be, you know, too massive, but you might be running away from it a little bit. So just get that dealt with. Could just be a bit of procrastination or something. Okay, if you liked this reading, please give it a like. You're very welcome to save it. And if you think it might be useful for somebody else, you know, repost it. I've noticed that some people have been doing that, so thank you. And consider following me, you know, looking out for other readings that I do. I do other style readings every week. You get a weekly reading that's a love reading, you and your person, whether you're currently involved with them or not. And then I do reads like this, which are like bonus reads if I've got the time. I've done some like chakra healing ones using angel numbers, crystals, and chakra awakening. So look back at those. I'm going to be doing some more chakra ones that are more up to date. You know, your energy is constantly changing, external realities are constantly changing. So I'll do some this week because I've got the time, and we'll see what your current energies are. Because, for example, if you've just, you know, see, for example, if you just, you know, secured employment, then you won't be wanting to work on your root chakra anymore. That'll be unblocked, and you might be wanting to work on your sacral chakra or a different chakra. Or if you just experienced a breakup, you'd be wanting to work on your heart chakra. So it's all to, you know, in response to what's going on in your life right now. So I'll get more recent ones done for you. Don't forget, I've got a YouTube channel, so if you click the link above this TikTok, you can watch me on YouTube, watch me on the telly while you're doing whatever. If you need to multitask, sometimes that's preferable. Or if you really enjoy studying tarot and you like the different illustrations on the cards, it's obviously going to be bigger on the TV. And I'm not aware there's a way to watch TikTok on the telly. You might be able to, but I've got a PlayStation, and if you have a smart TV, you can get the YouTube app up on there and watch things bigger. You know, if you struggle with your eyesight or whatever, as I say, mobile phone, absolutely great for, you know, on the bus, the train, when you're doing your commute. But maybe when you're in the house, you might want to watch on YouTube. And some people don't like TikTok, and they're not into it, and they don't want to download the app. So, you know, recommend me and say, well, you know, she's on YouTube as well. Because for some reason, my TikTok's blowing up, but my YouTube, I've only been doing this for a few weeks, the YouTube's like stagnant. I'm not getting many views. I don't know if it's how I'm like labeling the videos. Maybe I'm not tagging them or something, but they're only getting like a couple of views. So try and get on there and watch it via YouTube, help you get into the algorithm, because for some reason it's a bit of a struggle. But I want to stay loyal to YouTube because that's where I found tarot. And normally when you get into tarot and you get into that really lovely community, you want to stay in it, don't you? There's loads of quality readers on YouTube, so check it out. I put all the same content in there, it's the exact same videos and everything. But there'll be different readers on there, different audiences for me to read to, and more people to help. So if you've got a YouTube channel or you know anything about YouTube, reach out. Also, if you want a personal reading, my details for that and my Etsy shop are on the YouTube like about me page, so check it out for that reason as well. Alright then, so I will see you on the next one.